historical activities, that happened on this very date. On 16 December 1497, explorer Vasco da Gama passed the Great Fish River at the southern tip of Africa, where Bartholomew Diaz had previously turned back to Portugal. The Great Fish River is called Great to distinguish it from the Namibian Fish River. The Great Fish River is a river running 644 kilometers through the southern African province of Eastern Cape. The coastal area between Port Elizabeth and the Fish River mouth is known as Sunshine Coast. The Great Fish River was originally named Rio do Infante after Joao Infante, the captain of one of the caravels of Bartholomew Diaz. Infante visited the river in the late 1480s. The Great Fish River is one of the exploration stories of Vasco da Gama. The name Great Fish is a misnomer, since it is a translation of the Dutch Groot Vis Rivier, which was the name of a tributary in the vicinity of Cradock, which at its confluence with the Little Fish forms what is properly called the Eastern Cape Fish River. And we are going to look at rugby union, this time delving into sports. On 16 December 1905, in rugby union, the match of the century was played between Wales and New Zealand at Cardiff Arms Park. The match of the century is the unofficial name of that particular rugby union test match. The match was played between Wales and New Zealand on 16 December 1905 in front of a crowd of about 47,000 spectators. The game was billed as the match of the century or the World Championship, as it was the first meeting of the two top international teams. The match was part of New Zealand's original tour and was their only loss in 35 matches. The result provoked much debate, with later writers noting its impact on the sporting culture of both countries. The Welsh crowds singing of Dow as a response to the All Blacks haka is often cited as the first national anthem to be sung before an international sports event. Yes, that is as far back as 1905. Well, another sporting event we are going to look at is a football match between Nigeria and Congo Brazzaville. And that match was decided in Pointe-Noire on the 20th of December 1992. It was a World Cup qualification series where the entire Nigerian contingent had to be attacked in the stadium in Pointe-Noire. We'll talk about that match on the 20th of December, 5 days to Christmas in 1992. The entire Nigerian contingent were held hostage. Nigeria's Vice President, Augustus Akomo, had to call the Congolese president, and he told him that the Nigerian government is taking this behavior from the Congolese fans as an act of war. So the Congolese president had to send a detachment of military battalion to the stadium to evacuate the Nigerian contingent straight to the airport. I remember Finidi George, Nigerian midfielder, saying he had never been so afraid in his entire life. He felt that he was going to die that day. Well, when we get to the 20th of December, we'll talk about that. And Nigeria eventually played all their games, did so well, and qualified to the World Cup for the first time. But meanwhile, we'll go on this music break. And when we come back, we'll tell you about, is it the Aba Women's Riot first or the British invasion of Lagos? Which one are we going to talk about first? Well, when we'll come back, we'll decide. The program is Issues in Perspective, and my name is Mbum Ferdinand. Members of my team are here. Muna Shak is here, Ayuba is here, and we are doing business together. For those of you following us on social media, Ferdinand Mbum on YouTube, Mbum Ferdinand, sorry to say, on YouTube, then Ferdinand Mbum on Facebook, and also History Desk TV on Facebook. And you can also follow us on TikTok live, History Desk. Also on X, History Desk. On Instagram, History Desk. You can follow us and also make your contributions on social media. We'll be kind enough to take some of them live here on air and also discuss some of them. And our lines will be open too for you to make your contributions. And going on this music break, we'll be back. Please, don't go nowhere. Just hang around.
You're looking sad.
Sad for you, man. I don't sad. Too sad now.
You have to relax your face, Chief.
Come on, relax the face now.
You have to relax it.
Let's not squeeze on the own. You can't relax that. Relax that. This is a Nigerian program. Nine face of squeeze on the own.
Man, there's squeeze face.
Squeeze on the own.
Where they talk about it,
voluntary squeezing. Voluntary squeezing.
There's a squeeze on his own.
Nigeria will survive.
I like this song.
Yeah. No matter how the trial, Nigeria will survive. I respect stronger ground. Ancestors don't agree. Nigeria will survive. They got the fun and lightning.
Thunder and lightning.
United shield Nigeria. Nigeria will survive. Nigeria will survive. Africa will survive. My people will survive. Oh, Nigeria will survive. Nigeria will survive. Africa will survive. My people will survive. Oh, Nigeria will survive.
Are we going to open the phone lines now?
Yes.
DJ, you have. Put the phone there.
Say what?
I don't check out. Jackpot. I have one song about politics like that. I'll play for you later.
Power. Discover what it all means. It's a class on history, a guide to today. From national debates to global diplomacy. This is Assie's in Perspective with Mbum Ferdinand. On Rhythm 93.7 Jaws. Morning clarity Monday through Wednesday, 9 a.m. Put in the news in context.
Yeah, welcome back. If you're just joining us, the program is Issues in Perspective, and my name is Mbum Ferdinand, and you know how we do it here. Regularly, we tell stories of our past and try to subject them into some level of analysis. Yes, the number to call is 080-6464-1536. You call to make a contribution as regard any past issues. And let us try as much as possible not to talk about politicians of today, please. We are not here to try to talk about any politician or try to give them any form of immediate relevance. Now, we are talking about the past. Corruption by native officers and forced labor. The event that ultimately led to the war was the introduction of direct taxation. In April of 1927, the colonial government in Nigeria took measures to enforce the Native Revenue Ordinance. A colonial resident, W.E. Hunt, was commissioned by the Lieutenant Governor of Nigeria to explain the provisions and objects of the new ordinance to the people throughout the 5 provinces in the eastern region. This was to prepare the grounds for the introduction of direct taxation due to take effect in April of 1928. Direct taxation on men was introduced in 1928 without major incidents, thanks to the carefully planned actions during the preceding 12 months. In September of 1929, Captain J. Cook, an assistant district officer, was sent to take over the Bende division temporarily from the 7th district officer, Mr. Weir, until the return of Captain Hill from leave in November. Upon taking over, Cook found the original nominal rolls for taxation purposes inadequate because they did not include details of the number of wives, children, and livestock in each household. He set about revising the nominal roll. This exercise brought the colonial authorities into direct conflict with women in eastern Nigeria and was the catalyst for fundamental change in the local administration. The announcement of Cook's intention to revise the nominal roll was made to a few chiefs in Oloko native court, and the counting began about 14th October 1929. The women of Oloko suspected that the enumeration exercise was a prelude to the extension of direct taxation which had been imposed on the men the previous year. Women were already burdened with supporting their families and helping men pay their taxes. Because the women did not have political power within the patriarchal system under colonial rule, they utilized collective action to communicate their dissatisfaction. On 2nd December 1929, more than 10,000 women demonstrated at Oloko Bende against the enumeration of men, women, and livestock by the acting district officer. This event at Oloko was to spread to most parts of the eastern region within the next 4 weeks. In the Ogu Omunwayi or Women's War of 1929, from November to December, women from Owerri to Calabar looted factories and destroyed native court buildings and properties along with the property of members of the native courts. So this is just like an abstract from the real thing, the Aba Women's Riot of 1929. It went through to 1930 and really put the colonial authorities to some level of confusion. The number to call 080-6464-1536. This is the number to call to make your contribution. I'm going to recommend some books for you. You have to study these books if you really want to be abreast fully with these stories. Yeah, hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? Yeah, Aliu Gariba from Otonkon Road.
Yes, you have said it correctly. You are very correct. And that is succinctly captured. Mr. President, when you are talking about the Aba Women Riot of 1929, what comes to bear is the People's Constitution of 1922. When we had the principles of taxation, I think some rules were put upon women to be seen. I think, if I'm not mistaken, then were we using pound shillings or dollars? That was what actually gave rise, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Then going further, Mr. President, you see, when we're talking about the 5% gender affirmative action, that is participation of women in politics, started way back then. So, you see, this program is extremely important here, saying that you have history will be kind to you and posterity will judge you. For digging into your archives to bring issues that take us down the memory lane, and then in the same trajectory, it's a clear reflection of what is happening today, because women have actually agitated for a very long time, where their right has been trained and trampled upon. Yes, Mr. President, then another good thing I want to ask again is okay. Okay, the video I want to ask is that should we see the Clifford Constitution as something that gives right to the about women rights?
What gave birth to the Aba women right?
Well, I think from what you have made to understand is that they were deprived from political agitation, and they were deprived. Women were deprived from really getting involved in governance, and that took rise. There were some few influential women who had early Western education, and these women had to rally around the other women and told them that it's not just about sitting at home, but we have to also do something positively for our families. Let us not just sit at home and whatever the men tells us or whatever government tells us, then we'll just follow them hook, line, and sinker. So we have to be part of decision making. I think that was the actual issue. Not being involved in governance was the actual issue that created the riots. But there are other lingering issues as well. So women had to start agitation. So women agitation in politics did not start today. That's the truth. It did not start today. But it's still baffling. It's still baffling that some of our politics of convention.
Okay. So the men should be made to understand that the women did not only possess the womb, city, and the cradle. You understand? So they should understand that women involvement in politics is extremely important. When you look at the voting pattern today in the country when it comes to electoral process, women are more resilient because they come out in mass during elections.
Exactly.
And then the same people will ignore. It doesn't make sense. Thanks for the election, Mr. President. I'm most grateful.
Yeah, thank you very much. Aliu Garba from Oton Congo. Aliu Garba has been a regular contributor. I want to recommend some books right now to read on the About Women riots. About Women's Revolts was written by John Adoga and Olivia Uibo. Try and get that book. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, Mr. Archie. It's me, Amechi, calling from Georgetown, here in Rampam Studio.
Okay, Amechi from Rampam Studio. Welcome to the show. Your contribution quickly.
Yes, my brother, thank you very much for giving us the new sectors of book. See, we have human rights that we just reason. I remember when my mother told me about school. I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria, South Africa, and then where it's war, now started. You see, the women of country, of the people that are able to do that in the private country. Because we, the men, all have this country account. The essence of that war, the mass of time is not the women to do the same task, that the body of the country will not be on the women and the next generation, so that everything will be lessened. You see, the women we have in Nigeria, I pray they will rise up to fix this country. Because whatever they want to do, they'll do it with one spirit. You can imagine what happened in Sudan where the women took themselves up and prayed in black after everything changed. So I pray that the women will have to do with only in the bedroom like somebody or the kitchen like somebody said. They should come out and plead with their strength and prayer to be fit up in the shackle of problem in this country. Thank you very much for letting us know about this, about the Ghana. Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks a lot for your contribution, Amici. We'll go on a short break, another break, and when we come back, we will recommend these books for you to read. About Women Revolts. That book was written by John Adoga and Olivia Uibo. There's another one, About Women Riots and Igbo Identity in Nigeria. Then subtitle, Panorama and the Whole Truth. This one was written by Kindness, Innocent Jonah. Then there's a third one, From Woman's War to Mass Movement by Toyin Falola. So these are books that you can get online, or you can even get the hard copies from your bookshops. and you have to study them. Study them very well so that you know what our history looks like. We'll go on this break, and when we come back, we'll continue with the discussions. The program remains Issues in Perspective. Please go nowhere.
It takes power
Please
to discover what it all means.
this thing.
It's a class on history, a guide to today. From national debates to global diplomacy. This is Ices in Perspective with Mbum Ferdinand. On Rhythm 93.7 Jaws. Morning clarity Monday through Wednesday, 9 a.m. Putting the news in context. Leadership, politics, power. Discover what it all means. It's a class on history, a guide to today. From national debates to global diplomacy. This is Ices in Perspective with Mbum Ferdinand. On Rhythm 93.7 Jaws. Morning clarity Monday through Wednesday, 9 a.m. Putting the news in context.
Two heads are better than one. Not be when you follow Chris person.
Osama, it depends on who they Chris.
Will you shut up there? I don't take this rubbish from you this time. I do not know entertainment. Present Rhythm of Laughter 15 years anniversary. The Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir. 15 years, not be big, sir. You are too fair. You are too fair to disappoint me.
Oh my God! Now we
I'm sending it to you on WhatsApp.
The singer made this song get anointing. Take all of fame inside the studio. I don't want to hear anything from you again. Featuring Senator, Funny Bone, MC Shakara, Nedu Alaji Musa. I said, I don't want you to talk inside the studio again. Oswald, are you a fool?
I'm not a fool, sir.
You are a fool.
I'm not a fool, sir.
Shut up.
I will not shut up, sir. I'm capable. I have integrity, sir.
Oh, so you have integrity. You hear from your mother. Marcia, I'll tell you that this show. Oh, which guy picking with this? People they pop picking. All you can know what my sister bought. You stop that. Dan the Humorous, Mercy Prosper, Amadan, MC Mitty, MC Freshball, Prayer Point, Chappie Lungs, Elijah Cambezino, MC Opero, Yaskill, MC Askilo, Amadri, MC Lacasera, Ogibwebo, and Two Dance. Press session led by Femi Jeremiah Koka. DJ on the mix of Jamie, DJ Kimbra. Date Sunday 11th January 2026. Venue Miss Palace Refuge Door. Start 2 p.m. sharp. Get entrance regular 5,000. Online at seller.com. At the venue 7,000. For VIP and double bookings, call 070-544-36626. Who asked you? Aproko, you talk too much.
This show is powered by J101.9 FM, sponsored by Nasco Conflict, Maxi Taste Shawarma, Law Orders Limited, Ellipse International Limited, supported by Dr. Fish, Gagalicious Food and Events, DG Expression, Janice Kitchen, Valada Hotel, DGC Transport Services, Magdi Beaches, Miss Palace, Jos Metropolitan Development Board, JMDB, Wavelength Graphic Solutions Limited, Josh's Creation, Pepsa, Plateau Express, Plateau State Internal Revenue Service, PSIRS, Daniel Top 1 Shop 2 Bread, Tonak TV, Dreams Nightclub, Amechi EA Prime Events, Mr. R Clothing, Beautiful Bride, The Point Hotel, Chatel Hotel, Marquez Trees, Jolex Construction.
Rhythm of Laughter 15.0.
Osama, you know how I do. You know we celebrate 15 years. How many years you give self?
Which can still finish with this? What the cause are you cause my age? So get out of this video. Get out! So we senior you. Nonsense. 70 years old man.
Start with the number to call.
Yes, welcome back. The program is Issues in Perspective, and my name is Mbum Ferdinand. The number to call once again 080-6464-1536. We need to talk together and look at how our history is. And as I told you, let me recommend the books once again. About Women's Revolt, written by John Adoga and Olivia Oyibo. There's another one about Women Riot and Igbo Identity in Nigeria. The subtitle is Panorama and the Whole Truth by Kindness Innocent Jonah. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Thank you very much. This is Adeomi calling from Gochiro.
Adeomi, you're welcome. Your line is clearer today.
So honestly, The network has not been too friendly.
Yeah.
I just want to appreciate you for this victory. I want to give kudos to you. Then you are on radio. To thank you for giving us, always being there for us. God continue to bless you.
God
And
bless
I
you
would
too.
like you to always give us these phone numbers. I was not able to pick the number. So that at least even if we can even support this program, will continue to support with the little we can. God will continue to bless you. You see, something
Amen.
like this, even in the aspect of sport, I also much appreciate it.
Yeah.
Even in the aspect of sport, I also much appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Adewumi.
You see, the little I would say this morning, talking about this about women, like you can see the way women come together in one voice. And you see, even during that time, it prompted even the British administration to drop half of their plans. You understand?
Exactly.
They put so much plans on market women, which is a good thing. And you can see women even taking some key positions, which we are saying with the likes of even the people of the likes of Natasha. You understand? I think women are even having more voice. They are able to do the basics and put things in order. You understand?
Yeah.
If we have people of this nature, that people will come out, irrespective of tribe and religion, and come out to speak in one voice, I think Nigeria will be better. We should not just take things law or take laws into our hands to ensure that we get these things right. I want to appreciate you for your good work, for continuing to bless you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks a lot for your contribution and deal with me. So you could read these books and get a full, detailed information of what happened in Aba. Now, quickly, let's look at the British invasion of Lagos. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning.
Okay, your contribution, please.
Thank you. I just have to say the program. The one thing I want to do, keep it up.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we're going to be looking at the British invasion of Lagos, December 1851. Lagos must be invaded by force, was allegedly the command consul John Beecroft got from London. A few years ago, when HBO, I told you yesterday, premiered what will later become one of the most sensational series films of all time, only a few really understood the Games of Thrones was based on almost... Hello, your name please?
My name is Adam Mohammed.
Okay, Adamu Mohammed. Okay. Okay, calling from Mejuju. You're welcome to the show. Your contribution.
The program is very educative and enlightening. It brings it refreshes our memory regarding what happened in Nigeria in the past. When we look at this about riots, this was targeted at the protest against colonial rule in Nigeria. We had achieved a serious political reform at that moment. So it was a good report by the environmental riots. So I just want to appreciate the effort of this radio station for letting us and educating us on what happened in the past. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks a lot for your contribution. Unknown to most people, similar incidents happened in Lagos in 1851. A bitter rivalry between two contestants, Akitoye and Kosoko, to the throne of Eko that would later tear the soul of Lagos apart. After Oba Oluwole died in 1841, in an explosion triggered by lightning at the palace, the throne of Lagos was left vacant. The battle for the soul of West Africa's most powerful and busiest slave port was between the vigorous Prince Kosoko, the seemingly rightful heir to the throne, and Prince Akitoye, his uncle. Hello, good morning. Okay, we've lost that. One was a man of the people, that's talking about Kosoko, while the other was a man for the people also, but a friend of the British, that is talking about Akitoye. Meanwhile, the order had been given to Beecroft to invade Lagos by all possible means. Kosoko, having tried to take the throne for himself and failed, went on exile at Port Novo and was asked to return to Lagos 4 years later. In July of 1845, Kosoko seized the throne in a coup. Akitoye was ejected out of Lagos and he went on exile in Badagry. Akitoye, who had been the Oba of Lagos from 1841 to 1845, made several attempts to stop the slave trade in Old Lagos, but sadly, these made him lose popularity amongst his chiefs. Powerful slave trade merchants and traders wanted him out of the picture at all costs. They would later aid the ascension of Kosoko to the throne. Kosoko was there from 1845 to 1851. While Kosoko was the Oba of the powerful city of Lagos, with its major slave ports situated all around at the coast of the city, slave trade in Lagos rose like never before, making him lose favor with the British government, who wanted to put an end to the slave trade business by all possible means. On January of 1851, Consul Beecroft, who was the British consul for the Blight of Benin and Biafra, met with Akitoye in Badagry and promised to help facilitate his return to the throne of Eko in return for a treaty banning all slave trade activities, human rituals, and other similar activities. On 14th November 1851, the HMS Bloodhound battered at Badagry with its cargo. This act was to counter the reign and trade policy of Oba Kosoko, who was cooperating with the slave traders in Lagos. The likes of the well-known slave trader Domingo Martinez was having a field day in Eko with the backing of Oba Kosoko. Beecroft proceeded to the shore of Lagos, which was heavily guarded by the Brazilians and 100 soldiers of Kosoko. His meeting ended with a no from the Oba, who rejected his parley. He will not leave the throne of Lagos without a fight, especially not after the fight that broke out in June of 1851 between his supporters and that of Akitoye. After the refusal from Kosoko, Beecroft wasted no time in telling Commander Forbes of the HMS Bloodhound to get ready for battle, as he had used up all his options in persuading Kosoko to give up the throne peacefully. On November 23rd, 1851, Beecroft showed Commander Forbes a dispatch from London, and it was agreed that they enter the Lagos waters with a large force as could be gathered. By this time, the HMS Bloodhound, with 23 ships of soldiers and marines, were already approaching the east side of Marina, Lagos. The shore of Lagos at this time was heavily guarded by the Lagos soldiers under the command of none other than General Oshodi Tapa. The general was not going to allow any white man to take the soul of Lagos, not under his watch. He knew the terrain of Lagos, the Lagos waters very well, and he knew it better. And he was ready to protect the city that had been his home with his life. It is important to note here that two battles were fought for the soul of Lagos in 1851. The first one was in November. It saw the Kosoko army defeating the British army, killing scores of its men. The second one happened a month after, and this involved the introduction of the cannon guns that gave birth to the Agidingbi sound. The gunfire was so loud that it was heard as far away as Badagry. 23 boats with gunners formed a cycle around the HMS Bloodhound naval ship, which had docked on the shores of Lagos. Receiving fire from Lagos Army, they proceeded on the attack with caution. The British were ready to engage, and so were Kosoko's 5,000 armed men, who were ready to take back Lagos, bloodthirsty and battle-ready. On the 26th of December 1851, the full slaughter commenced, and the big guns of the Teaser and the Bloodhound made Kosoko's men guns look like toy guns. The slaughter was awful. The battle raged for 5 days, and finally Lagos fell into the hands of the British. An Italian consul and trader, Giambattista Scala, who visited Lagos after the invasion, noted in his journals that the city was in ruins and its population has been reduced from 22,000 to 5,000, leaving mostly children and the aged. On the 28th of December 1851, Kosoko was forced to flee to Ekpe with some of his high-ranking chiefs who went with him, leaving his beloved Eko with most of the city on fire. For Beecroft, Captain Jones, and the British forces, it was a well-deserved victory for the people of Lagos. It was tragedy, sorrow, tears, and blood. On New Year's Day, 1852, the now fully restored Oba of Lagos, Akitoye, signed a treaty with the British in which he banned all slave trading activities in Lagos. Oba Akitoye was on the throne till 1853 when he died. Some historians actually would say and believe that he was poisoned. His son, Dosomu, became Oba after Akitoye's death in 1853. 10 years after the 1851 invasion of Lagos, Lagos became a British colony. Yes, Lagos finally became British Crown colony. There are certain books that you can study if you want to really get the full details of the British invasion of Lagos. I'm going to get you these books. The number to call, you can still call us to make your contributions. The number to call is 080-6464-1536. You can call to make your contributions. You can go and get this book, The Colony of Lagos and Lugard's Vision by Akali Omeni. This book was written by Akali Omeni. Get the book and study it. Then there's another one I'm going to recommend to you, Colony of Lagos, 1902, by William McGregor. Yes, by William McGregor. Then a third one. There's a third one, Capitalism in the Colonies. Subtitle, African Merchants in Lagos, 1851 to 1931, by A.G. Hopkins. Yes, you can try and study this book. And there's this book I talked about yesterday. Yes, I have it right here with me. For those of you following us on social media, the book is right here. What Britain Did to Nigeria. It's with me right here in the studio. If you're following us on social media, you can see it in my arms down. What Britain Did to Nigeria by Mark Solium. A short history of conquest and rule. What Britain Did to Nigeria. The book is right here with me by Mark Solium. You can read this book. I can promise you that you get a lot of revelations from this book. What Britain Did to Nigeria. There's another one here, but it wasn't written by a Nigerian. This one is about the entire Africa. How Europe Underdeveloped Africa by Walter Rodney. I have it right here in the studio. For those of you following us on social media, look at the book. I have a copy right here with me. So you can get your hard copies too from your bookshops. How Europe Underdeveloped Africa by Walter Rodney. So let them not tell us in any way that they came to help us. They didn't come here to help us. They came here to steal. Our resources. The number to call, we still have a few minutes to receive your call. 080-6464-1536. You can call to make your contribution. And for those of you who are students of politics, I'm going to make a few recommendations. There's this book, How to Think Politically, by Graham Gerard and James Bernard Murphy. The book is right here with me in the studio. For those of you who are students of politics and students of political history, the book is right here with me. You can see it here, right here. I'm holding it right here. For those of you following us on YouTube, on Facebook video, on TikTok Live, look at the book here with me, How to Think Politically, by Graham Gerard and James Bernard Murphy. The book is here. Then there's another one here, Elements of Politics. Elements of Politics. Yeah, this one is written by Remy Anifowoshe and Francis Enemo. Element of Politics is right here with me in the studio. So if you want a copy, you can go to your bookshops. You can get them. Or you can even go online on Amazon or darabooks.com. You can get this book. Yeah. So we'll be making recommendations and we'll get you books to study so that you know what you are talking about anytime you're in a debate. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you so much. My name is Phil. I'm calling you from that.
Okay, welcome to the show. Your contribution quickly.
Thank you. Definitely, you are doing great job because you normally, I remember when I was in secondary school, you did a program, it's a nice program. So, I wish that, for example, that there is one book that we call How These People That Underdeveloped the Country or Underdeveloped Africa.
Okay, yeah, how Europe underdeveloped Africa by Walter Rodney. Oh, sorry about that. You can still call. You can still call to make your contribution. The book is How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mbum Ferdinand.
Yeah, good
My name
morning.
is Man Okoro. I'm calling from Mbum Ferdinand Center Village in Angola.
Manzi, I'm very happy to hear your voice this morning. Oh, Manzi, you can still call back. The network is playing pranks on us. And the number to call 080-6464-1536. So you could call to make your contributions. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from. Well, the network is playing pranks on us, but hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from. Hello? Hello, good morning.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
I just want to ask about that book that you just recommended. How to do study? How can one access the hard copy of the book?
You can get it from your bookshops.
Or
You can go to the bookshops to get them, but if you can't get it, you can also get it online. The hard copy, yeah. You can get it from your bookshops. How to Think Politically by Graham Gerard and James Bernard Murphy. Yes, if you read this book, I tell you your reasoning will change. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, so we don't have a lot of time, but I can tell you for free. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
In fact, again, you have already sent me the book. So I will also get our intellectual, our educational, so that they could write a book, you understand, but on how, as the British are on the developed Africa or on the developed Nigeria. So I wish that our people will write book on how we are going to develop our own program.
Very important. Yeah, thank you very much.
I hope that they will do that thing. Thank you. May God continue to use the strength and wisdom to continue with this program.
Amen. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for your
My
contribution.
name is Phil. I'm calling you from that.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, thanks. So that is it. You heard all. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Mohammed Audu Beka.
Okay, Mohammed Audu, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. In fact, I'm very, very much happy with this program you bring. You see, people in Nigeria don't understand what really all these Europeans are. They thought these people love us. They came here to help us. Now people writing letters to the British Parliament to divide this country. People went and they called Donald Trump to come and help Christian genocide. All these things, let them read all about these European people, this white man, and know the truth about it. They will never come to help us. They will only come to destroy our country and steal our resources. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for your sincere contribution. That they will never come to help us. They will only come to destroy our country and steal our resources. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, Mr. Ferdinand. It's me, Amechi.
Amechi, you're welcome to the show. You're welcome back.
Thank you very much. Please, which bookshop do you think we can get books?
Just go to your regular bookshops in town. Just go to regular bookshops in town. Yeah, if you don't get it in one, you could get it at another. And if you don't get the book, you can tell them the topic, the title of the book, and ask them to get it for you. They can look for the books for you.
There is another thing you said earlier on in terms of support. You know, they say come on.
Yes.
Please, guys, don't think you send us your account number so that people will want to support this program, because the program is honestly dedicated.
Okay, thank you very much. Then you call this number 08032.
Okay, please.
080 32
All right.
81135.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
After the show is off.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Sure.
Amechi, please, you listen again so I will tell you the number. Oh, but this number no complete 11 digits. You know how many people give money back?
How you know complete?
Now I'm at 10 digits that you see now. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
A very good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, I am Professor Sam, the professor that is there to give information about the military intervention.
Yes.
By Nutra Mami. All this time I've been waiting, but we are not looking of history far back.
Professor Sam, yes, we are going to get to those places. We were expecting your call. Thank you very much for calling.
So I'm a lecturer.
Okay.
I wasn't at home.
Okay.
So I came by and started listening to the history of the invasion of Nigeria, which is actually 6 years back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually wanted to tell you the reason why Murtala Mohammed overthrew the one.
You can still do it. That's fine. We are listening, sir.
Oh, right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, now listen. Now, when the war was over,
Use your phone.
Gowon said he was going to hand over to the civilians in 1972. 1972 came, he did not hand over, he did 1976. 76 came, he didn't hand over, and said that he was going to hand over in 1976. Then, October 1974, he said that 1976 was unrealistic. That was the beginning of his fall. So, Jamukaman said, look, this man cannot talk again.
On behalf of every member of the production crew, I'm signing out. The program is Issues in Perspective. Tomorrow we'll have the last edition for the week. Thank you. Do have a lovely, lovely day ahead.
We had copied his the number he used to call already. Yeah, Chief. That number he used to call, we had copied already.
Time always on you. Something that is wrong. I like more this thing for me.
I don't be like.
Yes. Thank you, boss. Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Oh, man, my back to that wall. Let me try and sharpen that wall. Back of my seat.
Okay, don't carry on.
Okay. But we made great recommendations today. We will bring the books live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That number. I say that person, the first person you gave was calling. The number, that guy, one Yoruba guy.
I do.
Let me respond to him. But the number I called him, not actually his number, that I will call.
Oh.
I think
YouTube was still on.
YouTube, okay.